World Englishes is a term for emerging localized or indigenized varieties of English, especially varieties that have developed in territories influenced by the United Kingdom or the United States. The study of World Englishes consists of identifying varieties of English used in diverse sociolinguistic contexts globally and analyzing how sociolinguistic histories, multicultural backgrounds and contexts of function influence the use of English in different regions of the world. The issue of World Englishes was first raised in 1978 to examine concepts of regional Englishes globally. Pragmatic factors such as appropriateness, comprehensibility and interpretability justified the use of English as an international and intra-national language. In 1988, at a Teachers of English to Speakers of Other Languages (TESOL) conference in Honolulu, Hawaii, the International Committee of the Study of World Englishes (ICWE) was formed. In 1992, the ICWE formally launched the International Association for World Englishes (IAWE) at a conference of World Englishes Today, at the University of Illinois, USA. There are two academic journals devoted to the study of this topic, titled English Worldwide since 1980, and World Englishes since 1982. There are a number of published handbooks and textbooks on the subject. Currently, there are approximately 75 territories where English is spoken either as a first language L1, or as an unofficial or institutionalized second language L2 in fields such as government, law and education. It is difficult to establish the total number of Englishes in the world, as new varieties of English are constantly being developed and discovered. World English versus World Englishes versus Global Englishes. The notions of World English and World Englishes are far from similar, although the terms are often mistakenly citation needed used interchangeably. World English refers to the English language as a lingua franca used in business, trade, diplomacy and other spheres of global activity, while World Englishes refers to the different varieties of English and English-based creoles developed in different regions of the world. Alternatively, the term Global Englishes has been used by scholars in the field to emphasize the more recent spread of English due to globalization, which has resulted in increased usage of English as a lingua franca. Classification of Englishes. The spread of English around the world is often discussed in terms of three distinct groups of users, where English is used respectively as 1. A native language (ENL). The primary language of the majority population of a country, such as in the United States, the United Kingdom and Australia. 2. A second language (ESL). An additional language for intranational as well as international communication in communities that are multilingual, such as in India, Pakistan, Nigeria, and Singapore. Most of these Englishes developed as a result of imperial expansion that brought the language to various parts of the world. 3. A foreign language (EFL). Used almost exclusively for international communication, such as in Japan. The most influential model of the spread of English is Braj Kakru's model of World Englishes. In this model, the diffusion of English is captured in terms of three concentric circles of the language: the inner circle, the outer circle, and the expanding circle. The inner circle refers to English as it originally took shape and was spread across the world in the first diaspora. In this transplantation of English, speakers from England carried the language to Australia, New Zealand, and North America. The inner circle thus represents the traditional historical and sociolinguistic basis of English in regions where it is now used as a primary language: the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Anglophone Canada, and South Africa, and some of the Caribbean territories. English is the native language or mother tongue of most people in these countries. The total number of English speakers in the inner circle is as high as 380 million, of whom some 120 million are outside the United States. The outer circle of English was produced by the second diaspora of English, which spread the language through imperial expansion by Great Britain in Asia and Africa. In these regions, English is not the native tongue, but serves as a useful lingua franca between ethnic and language groups. Higher education, the legislature and judiciary, national commerce and so on may all be carried out predominantly in English. This circle includes India, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Malaysia, Tanzania, Kenya, non-Anglophone South Africa, the Philippines colonized by the US, and others. The total number of English speakers in the outer circle is estimated to range from 150 million to 300 million. Singapore, while in the outer circle, may be drifting into the inner circle as English becomes more often used as a home language, much as Ireland did earlier. Countries where most people speak an English-based Creole and retain Standard English for official purposes, such as Jamaica and Papua New Guinea, are also in the outer circle. Finally, the expanding circle encompasses countries where English plays no historical or governmental role, but where it is nevertheless widely used as a medium of international communication. This includes much of the rest of the world's population not categorized above, including territories such as China, Nepal, Russia, Japan, non-Anglophone Europe, especially the Netherlands and Nordic countries, South Korea, and Egypt. The total in this expanding circle is the most difficult to estimate, especially because English may be employed for specific, limited purposes, usually in a business context. The estimates of these uses range from 100 million to 1 billion. The inner circle, UK, US etc., is norm providing. That means that English language norms are developed in these countries. The outer circle is norm developing. The expanding circle, which includes much of the rest of the world, is norm dependent, because it relies on the standards set by native speaker in the inner circle. Other models of classification. Strevens's World Map of English. The oldest map of the spread of English is Strevens's World Map of English. His world map, even predating that of Cacru's three circles, showed that since American English became a separate variety from British English, all subsequent Englishes have had affinities with either one or the other. MacArthur's Circle of World English. MacArthur's wheel model has an idealized central variety called World Standard English, which is best represented by written international English. The next circle is made of regional standards or standards that are emerging. Finally, the outer layer consists of localized varieties which may have similarities with the regional standards or emerging standards. Although the model is neat, it raises several problems. Firstly, the three different types of English, ENL, ESL and EFL, are conflated in the second circle. Secondly, the multitude of Englishes in Europe are also missing in this layer. Finally, the outside layer includes Pidgins, Creoles and L2 Englishes. Most scholars would argue that English Pidgins and Creoles do not belong to one family, rather they have overlapping multiple memberships. Gorlick's Circle Model of English. Manfred Gorlick's and MacArthur's models are reasonably similar. Both exclude English varieties in Europe. As Gorlick does not include EFLs at all, his model is more consistent, though less comprehensive. Outside the circle are mixed varieties, Pidgins, Creoles and mixed languages involving English which are better categorized as having partial membership. Modiano's Model of English. In Modiano's Model of English, the center consists of uses of English as an international language, with a core set of features which are comprehensible to the majority of native and competent non-native speakers of English. The second circle consists of features which may become internationally common or may fall into obscurity. Finally, the outer area consists of 5 groups: American English, British English, other major varieties, local varieties, foreign varieties, each with features peculiar to their own speech community and which are unlikely to be understood by most members of the other 4 groups. That's it for today. Please subscribe and comment your opinion below.